Now get ready. Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? It is Arkham here. We're about 3 months into the Great Adventure season for 2025. We no longer have Kingda Cop, but we say hello to Flash Vertical Velocity. How has my list changed for the best coasters at Great Adventure? Well, you're about to find out. We're going to get through the top 13 roller coasters at Six Flags Great Adventure over the first 3 months of park operation in 2025. That's right. So if you are thinking about coming to Great Adventure in the summer, here are the top 13 roller coasters you want to check out from worst to best. Let's go. Kicking things off at number 13 is the Little Devil Coaster. I don't have much footage of this roller coaster, but it's a standard kiddie coaster by Zamperla. I don't really know what else to say. It's located right in the Junior Thrill Seeker section of the park, right across from Skull Mountain and Nitro. It's very basic. There's really nothing special about it except that the little kids will definitely go out and enjoy it. Next up at the number 12 spot is going to be Harley Quinn Crazy Train. This is another roller coaster that is a good amount of fun. It's located right next to the Joker towards the front of the park. If you go all the way towards the back end of the lakefront, you'll find Harley Quinn there. It's a ride that doesn't really fit into the lakefront that much, but it's another smaller roller coaster that I think fares pretty well to everybody. It sits 18 cars instead of 20. That's the biggest change from last season, is that it now is an 18 car train, but it really doesn't make that much of a difference. It does have a lot of the similar things that you would get. I feel like the ride does run an edge faster because it's a smaller train, but that could just be me. But I'm going to put it at number 12. Number 11 is going to go to Skull Mountain. This is a ride I feel like has just been on a constant downward trend. I kind of enjoyed what it was last year, but the one that it's running this year is just not very good. It's just a roller coaster inside of a box, and the box is kind of falling apart, and I feel like it's just going to collapse on itself any second now. Right now, Skull Mountain is just a shell of its former self. It's dubbed Jaw Drop Mountain because the bottom jaw on the thing has been missing for like gosh knows how long now. I've lost track. But the ride inside is just an intimate family coaster. Unfortunately, the first drop is really nice in the back row, but other than that, it really just doesn't do much for me anymore. So I have to put Skull Mountain here. It's very good for the families, but that's really about it. We made it to the top 10, and I never thought I'd put a Wild Mouse in the top 10 of Six Flags Great Adventures coaster lineup, but here we are. The Dark Knight coaster comes in at the number 10 spot. The Mock Wild Mouse coaster is here in the number 10 spot. Has a solid pre-show, got some effects on the inside, and it's actually a pretty fast-paced Wild Mouse. It's one of the smoother Wild Mice that I've done, and it's probably the best themed coaster in the park right now, which it's kind of a tall task to say right now, but we'll talk about the other coaster in a minute that I think has a little bit more theming, or around the same level of theming, but I think Dark Knight just does it better. Obviously, it's a little bit ugly on the outside because it's literally just a giant box, but honestly, this is a ride that's really good because it's one of the better indoor rides in the park outside of Skull Mountain and Houdini and Justice League in the same area. So I feel like this is a big need for the park, and I think it fits pretty well in the space that it's in, and it's a solid family coaster at that too. So Dark Knight, honestly, for the first time in a long time, I never thought I'd put it in top 10, but you're in the top 10. Next up is going to probably be one of my favorite mine train coasters out there currently, and this is the Runaway Mine Train at the Frontier Adventure section of the park. A staple to the Six Flags Great Adventure history. It was pretty much an opening day attraction, opened on the 4th of July of its opening year. It's a great mine train. It is one of the wildest ones out there. It's got some absolutely jarring and jerky elements that I think fits so well to the character of this attraction. The final bunny hop hill to then go into the turn over the lake is absolutely stupidly ludicrous in row 2. That's where you always should sit on this ride, in my personal opinion. And then the turn going into that final drop as well is just absolutely insane. If you're in the front car, you're just absolutely yeeted over to the left side. It is so fun. Best family coaster in the park for sure, and is a very safe bet for the number 9 spot. This is where the list starts to get a little bit interesting, but coming at the number 8 spot for me is going to be the Joker, the SNS 40 free spin located directly in front of you as you enter the park right past the main fountain. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely an eye candy ride when you walk into the park, which I think does a very good job with. I really like that they have a roller coaster that's right there in front of your face that you get to see. I just don't think the SNS 40 free spin is that coaster that it should be in order to be like a, hey, highlighted attraction. Let's go here and ride this coaster first. That's directly in front of our face. It just doesn't scream that for me. The ride experience itself is fine. It's very unpredictable, which obviously for me is one of the reasons why I want to get re-rides on it, so that you do try to get multiple flips and try to get as many as you can in one ride. Sometimes you get one, sometimes you get 10. It really is varied based on who you ride with or when you know when the fins are, so that way you know when to kick your feet. That's sort of the whole methodology of the ride. Kick your feet and see what happens and hope for the best. Hope we get a lot of flips on it. But the unpredictability of it and not guaranteeing that you're going to get all these flips is why it has to be here at number 8. Coming at the number 7 spot is the roller coaster that you have to go the most out of your way for just to ride this season, at least for now, supposedly, and that is Superman Ultimate Flight. Found on Superman Island, or really the dead zone of the boardwalk section, technically, is where you'll find Superman Ultimate Flight, the B&M flying coaster. It is a clone of the one in Over Georgia as well as Great America, and this is probably the worst of the three, even though I've only done this variant from what other people have told me. Over Georgia's is the original. Great Adventures, I believe, came second or third. I'm not too sure exactly. Someone could put that in the comments for me. But at the end of the day, I'm not a big fan of these kind of rides. Personally, I don't really like the experience. I like that it's predictable and you know what's going to happen next. Obviously, I put Joker lower than this because you can't really predict what's going to happen with Joker outside of you getting off of the lift hill and flipping first. That's just a guarantee. But for Superman, really the only thing that carries it is the pretzel loop, and that's really why you want to ride it, is for that pretzel loop. The sensation of that inversion is absolutely stupidly insane. It's one of the most intense moments in the park, but other than that, it's just meandering around. It's really nothing too special for me, and it hasn't been getting the crowds, although we all know why that's the case. So it's going to be at the number 7 spot. The next set of roller coasters I'm going to talk about are roller coasters I think would fit, are really, really great supporting roller coasters for Great Adventure, and definitely ones that you should check out on your visit. So let's talk about the number 6 spot, and that is Batman the Ride. This is a B&M inverted coaster, and this ride is insanely intense. Probably one of the most intense roller coasters in the park. You might not think that way because of the short height that it has, but trust me, this ride packs a punch. It is very compact, very intense. You are very tight necked. You are weaving in and out of other track. It is really intense. 5 great inversions. It does have some rough patches compared to last season. I'm not sure how that ended up happening, but also I have to put it here below the other coaster. And I always go back and forth between the number 5 and 6 spot between this one. But intensity wise, this one's definitely up there. But I think the coaster at number 5 that we're going to talk about cranks it up a whole nother notch. So we're going to take this one at the number 6 spot. And that roller coaster that we're talking about to take the number 5 spot is Medusa. I swear, Batman and Medusa go back and forth between top 5 for me, and I think Medusa's going to take it here. Medusa just feels like it's running a lot faster and smoother than it did last season, which is what took it back for me, but I'm bringing it up 1 spot because it's been running really consistently this season. Way better than it did last season. Consistently on 2 trains, very fast. It's been really on the fence of hauling. Now, I will say that the mid-course has been a bit of a problem child for it lately. It's really hasn't been going as fast through that second half as it used to. But man, if you get a ride on it, especially a full train on it, if you're lucky enough, it is a very fast-paced ride. And I definitely would encourage you to get on this roller coaster. This B&M Forest coaster is, in my opinion, one of the best ones out there. And it still holds up for being an original B&M Forest coaster. So get on Medusa. It's in the back left of the park, and it's very much worth the trek. You'll know it and hear it when you come across it. It comes into the number 5 spot for me. Taking the cake for the number 4 spot is the brand new for 2025 roller coaster Flash Vertical Velocity. This ride surprised me when I first rode it, and it continues to exceed my expectations every single ride. You have some of the best hang time in the world on that stalled Immelman / stalled dive loop. The double up and double down is wicked in both the front and back rows. And the chiller roll is just insanely fun. And you do the whole thing backwards that I mentioned. Oh, yeah. It's a multi-launch coaster. Vekoma absolutely knocked this one out of the park. It will surprise you when you ride it. You won't think much of it because it is a shuttle coaster. It is a boomerang coaster. You're not going to think much of it because it's not a full circuit. But trust me on this. This ride is going to be way better than you think it is. It's a top 5 in this park for a very good reason. And I have to put Flash here at the number 4 spot because it honestly really deserves it. We have made it to the top 3 in this park, and we're going to start with the tallest current standing roller coaster in the park, and that is Nitro. Nitro has been rocking it this season so far. It's been on 3 trains since Memorial Day weekend. It has been really, really fast as well. The A train has been running great. The C train has been running great. All the trains have been running pretty good throughout this season so far. And with the constant 3 train operations, you're going to get on this thing very quickly, and it is a people eater. Doesn't matter how many people are in line for it, it's going to go by very quickly. The operations on this ride have been fantastic. The airtime is fantastic. The first drop is so good in the back row. I love sitting back right on this thing, and that's where I would personally sit and try to get if you so can. But the back row is super good. Front row, you get those main pops, but then you just get that elongated airtime in the very back. It's your personal preference, but Nitro continues to hit every single time I get on it at the park. It deserves the number 3 spot. It is a staple top 3 for sure right now this season. Speaking of rides that are staples this season, let's talk about rides that are must-dos over the summer. Number 2 goes to Jersey Devil. This thing in the summer in 90-degree weather is going to fly faster than the Flash in a heartbeat. This thing goes so fast in the summer in blazing heat. And that's when you need to get on Jersey Devil, because that's when this thing absolutely hauls. It is so action-packed and chaotic from start to finish. The first drop in the very back is ludicrous, literal ludicrous. The airtime is really strong. It has a solid stall. It's got some pretty good inversions, some good loaded ground moments. The layout doesn't really help the kind of ride that this is supposed to be, but man, this ride just continues to eat every single time. I know it could be a maintenance nightmare, but if this thing's open, you got to get on this thing. It is running so fast, and I feel like it gets faster every single season. So Jersey Devil deserves all the respect that you could give it. It comes in at the number 2 spot. And coming in at the number 1 spot, we have the only wooden coaster in the park that's only going to get even smoother over the next 3 seasons of operation, and that is El Toro. Man, oh man, this Intamin prefab is about to get a lot of love over the next 3 seasons, and you need to make sure you experience this ride. Not only now, but over the next 3 seasons. The 2 Camelback Hills are some of the stupidest airtime moments you will ever experience. The Rolling Thunder Hill might be the stupidest airtime moment in the park. And the amount of back and forth in the turns at the finale, the turnaround is running pretty good too. I mean, the first drop in itself just makes this experience. This roller coaster is going to change the way you look at roller coasters if you've never done it. This ride is a game changer. This ride is a plug for people to show up to this park. Kingda Ka might not be here, but man, with El Toro here, I swear this park is lifted up to new heights. Get out here, get on El Toro, get on all these roller coasters at Great Adventure. And El Toro, easy number 1 spot. And that's my list of all the coasters at Six Flags Great Adventure currently, rides that you should check out this summer at Six Flags Great Adventure. There's a lot to do in this park. Trust me, there's a lot to do, and there's even more on the way. Just be patient. I cannot wait. I will definitely see you all in those parks very soon and get on these roller coasters. They are amazing. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and always thank your write-ups. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you all in the parks very soon. Goodbye.
Here we go.